Don't join something that's going to be reviewing you if you're not willing to hear some things that are bad. and don't do anything on the internet unless you want negative feedback. If you don't want negative feedback, don't ever do anything. That's my advice to you. Josh says, honestly, I'm not 100% sure I'll keep streaming because I'm just that type of person who can't really hold a convo, and that's one big thing you need to do, or be really good at a game. And to be honest, I don't know if God has called me to stream because I didn't pray about it. I just started because I wanted to. Well, that's not bad. Not a bad thing. It's a good thing to discover who you are and what you are and what you're supposed to be doing with your life. That's a good thing. And the only way to do that is to try stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Doesn't mean you're not supposed to be a streamer or you can't stream for fun. Some people just stream for fun. That's okay. Not the biggest mission in the world and the thing that they're called to do. It's just something to do for fun. Also, maybe there's another way for you to stream that hasn't been invented yet, right? I was thinking about that when watching your stream in that maybe there's a way, there's something that you can do that hasn't been done yet, that isn't created, but the world needs. Like, for example, maybe you don't need to talk. Maybe there's something that you can do that will bring people comfort and joy and wonder and light without speaking, without gaming, but this, whatever you're doing, is connecting with them. Maybe there's something you can do that utilizes your gifts and talents on Twitch or through streaming or through YouTube or whatever in such a way that it's what God built you to do, but it's not looking like everyone else's. That's one of the things I've had to learn, right? I'm not like anybody else. I'm a unicorn on Twitch. I get that, right? How many of me are there on Twitch? Not many, right? There's not many people out there that are trained 44-year-old pastors with a master's degree who've been through the horrible ringer that I've been through. There just aren't a lot of them, right? Like there's some, but they're not a lot. Especially conservative, guys like me. Often you'll have pastors that are trained, but they're liberal, right? And I go, if I try to be anything other than what God created me to be, I'm being disingenuous. I'm gonna be bummed all the time because I'm gonna be comparing myself to people who are doing something better than I could ever do because that's what God built them to do. That's not what God built me to do. So do the thing God built me to do, and hopefully by God's grace, He will allow it to grow. More people be influenced. We'll be able to share more love, more comfort, more peace, more light with more people because I'm willing to be who God wants me to be. That's all I want to do, right? Hopefully that's all you want too, Josh. Just humble yourself and ask the question, how can I serve the most amount of people, love the most amount of people, and serve God without any of the of asking the question, how can I do it from a place where I can become popular, can become rich, can become known, can become, whatever. Just ask the question, how can I serve and love the most amount of people while serving and loving God? And the rest of it will come, right? That's how it works. This Well, God uses the foolish and weak, and they have to rely on God. And that's Corinthians, right? Not many of you were wise. Not many of you were rich. Not many of you were influential. But God picked you anyway. That's the whole idea, right? That you can keep and not many of you were very attractive, and not many of you are very smart, and not very of you are very, very popular, and not very of you are very good at video games, and not very many of you, none of you were but God chose you so that those who are not God could use to become those who are. He was able to say, listen, the only way this happened is because of me. And everybody goes, yeah, it sure wasn't that guy. Right? I get that all the time, right? Like for me, people ask a question, like, how are you still going? How are you still able to smile? How are you still able to serve? Why are you up preaching when every time that happens, you get smacked down like a badminton bird? I'm like, the answer is because of God. I'm not particularly anything. I just do what I hope God wants and let Him take care of it. And He does. I think, and there's probably a lot of people here who said the same thing, is that they are always afraid, especially streamers, right? Christian streamers, they're nervous, they're afraid, they don't know what they're going to say. It's an uncertain environment, they're confused about what they're supposed to do, or they go to church, or you go to serve, or you go to work or whatever, and you're always like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here, I feel inadequate, but I'm going to give Him my all, I'm going to pray, and I'm going to seek God while I do this, and try to serve people. And for whatever reason, things happen, good things happen. Thank you so much for watching that video. I hope you found it inspirational, encouraging, funny, whatever it was. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you want to join in on the discussions, I'd love it if you came by the live stream sometime. If you want to learn more about me and what I'm doing to build an open, encouraging, and meaningful online family through gaming, real talk, and God's truth, please swing by my website, artofthechristianninja.com. You'll be able to see my vision video and all sorts of other things about it. Serving the online community is my full-time job, so if you like what you see and you believe in bringing God's love to the new frontier of global missions, please consider sponsoring me on Patreon. Again, thanks for watching. I hope to see you on stream or in the next video.